In real life, this airline no longer exists. Do you remember U.S. Airways? The logo and the dark navy paint job that you see on this toy die-cast DARON airplane that I have right in front of my camera, the camera that I'm using to record this video, and right in front of you on the screen is a piece of history. U.S. Airways, which no longer exists today, was a major American airline before merging with American Airlines, and it was headquartered in Tempe, Arizona. 8 years ago, back in February of 2013, American Airlines and U.S. Airways announced plans to merge, creating the largest airline in the world. The holding companies of both American and the no longer existent U.S. Airways merged effective 10 months later in December of 2013. Between then and 2015, all U.S. Airways in the combined airline were flying under the American Airlines brand name. 2 years later, in July of 2015, American announced plans to discontinue the U.S. Airways name on October of 2015, and U.S. Airways ceased to operate independently when the FAA granted a single operating certificate. For both U.S. and American back in April of 2015. The final U.S. Airways flight was SFO to Philadelphia via Phoenix and Charlotte, operating as Flight 1939, with 1939 commemorating the birth of all American aviation, which eventually became U.S. Airways. Repainting of the U.S. Airways planes into the American Airlines scheme was expected to take until late 2016. When U.S. Airways brand was no longer on its planes, employees, or assets, however, its livery with the American Airlines logo still remains on several aircraft as a nod to the airline. So how I found this plane that still has the U.S. Airways logo and old paint job that no longer exists today is that I found this at a thrift store 2 years ago. Actually, yeah, I think it was 2 years ago that I found this for $2. And I was like, wow, I definitely want to pick this up because in real life, we don't have a U.S. Airways anymore. So I bought this, and here it is. Now it's part of my DARON airplane collection. This plane is based on a Boeing 757 model. So this means that with the toy plane depicting the former U.S. Airways, I have a piece of history right here in my collection. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you understand what I'm talking about. And let me know in the comment section. Do you remember this plane or this airline? I bet a lot of you do. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for another video. Have a good night, everybody.